Share this with John Barnes' experience at Celtic acts as a warning to Rangers over the massively risky appointment of Steven Gerrard as manager, says Pat Nevin. Rangers are confident of securing the former Liverpool and England captain following talks with the 37-year-old. But Nevin thinks appointing a rookie manager is a gamble. You look at John Barnes at Celtic and it didn't work, a guy who was brought in when the backing didn't seem to be there, Nevin told BBC Scotland. Everyone looks back at that as a nightmare and disaster. If you look back at the figures, it wasn't as bad as people remember it was. However, Nevin pointed out that Barnes was considered a failure, despite assistance from Dalglish, after the former England winger made his first foray into management with Celtic. Barnes lasted less than a season in the post, being sacked after a surprise Scottish Cup defeat by Inverness Caledonian Thistle. "It just shows you what happens if you get on the wrong side of what is expected of you here," said Nevin. And, if you are Steven Gerrard at Rangers, you are expected to beat Celtic in the league. Gerrard has been coaching kids in Liverpool's academy since retiring in 2016. "We know every coaching job is a risky one when you bring anyone in," former Scotland winger Nevin said. "But, when you bring a rookie in, it is particularly difficult. It is massively risky." Nevin admitted that his former international teammates, Graham Souness and Kenny Dalglish, had succeeded as rookie bosses with Rangers and Liverpool respectively. Graham Souness did very well, but look what was behind him, a really steady club with a huge amount of money and great backing for him, former Chelsea and Everton winger Nevin said. "I remember playing against Kenny Dalglish when he was Liverpool player-manager and they won the league, annoyingly against us at Stamford Bridge. So, yes, it can work." Nevin disagreed with the suggestion by former England striker Alan Shearer and other pundits that Gerrard becoming Rangers manager was a no-brainer. "I don't think many people in Scotland would agree with that statement," he said. "It was a real surprise to hear that and my ears were pinned back when I heard it." Nevin was speaking the day after Brendan Rodgers' Celtic crushed City rivals Rangers 5-0 to clinch a seventh successive Scottish title on Sunday, and the Ibrox club are still recovering from their financial collapse in 2012. If Steven Gerrard comes, and he might be a great success, he'll need to be phenomenal because of all the disadvantages he has compared to the guy across the city from him, he said. "It is a big call, a massive one. And it is a brainer, not a no-brainer, and you would have to think about it." Nevin urged Gerrard, if he does take the Rangers job, to bring with him an assistant preferably 10 to 15 years older and not to assume he will attract the bigger players predicted by Shearer. "That was another statement I wasn't convinced by, that people would come because Steven Gerrard is there," he added. "You won't get the very top-level players." Then again, not many of them come to Scotland, they want to get to England or wherever. Share this with